Hello everyone, welcome in the Linux lab at InfoLearn. So let's start the practice for today, the new topic that is Linux permission. And for the security point of view, it is very important to know about the Linux operating system, uh, how to handle the file with security and permissions. So first of all, I would like to talk about here permission, right? So we'll discuss about the permission. So in Linux, we have a permission read, write, and execute. So we have basically three permissions. Read permission allow you to reading the document. Write permission allow to writing the document. And execute permission is allowed to execute the document, but here execute the script. When we start the scripting part, then this will help us. So that's why it is important to know. So these are the three basic permission: read, write, and execution, right? And now the users in the Linux, we have how many users? Three users here. First is user, second is group, and third is others. So please try to note about these two things: permission and users. So three permissions we have, and three type of a users we have. So read, write, execute, user, group, others. Okay, so let's start our lab. Today I'm going to discuss this. So first of all, create a lab with your any document you can create. This is a directory lab 4 because this is the lab 4 today. So how I can go into this lab with cd, right? Now I can clear it. So let's try to first we need to create a file. So how we can create a file? Example, I learn Linux. Okay, and you can redirect. What is this operator? Redirection. So here example file.txt. So this line is redirected to the file instead of the screen or the console. So I want to print out the file with the help of cat. Is okay now? Please try to see. I hope you understand because we use in the couple of labs this type of a commands, right? Now how we can check the permission? This is important. So first of all, I told you we have a three permission and three users, but I want to check out the permission. So I will give you the very nice command lsl. Ls mean to say listing, L mean to say long list format. Very simple. And then after give the file name and check out the permission. Now please have a look here. There is a one output. So this part is important for you right now. So these are not important. This is different information: time, file, and the group, and the username. But here this is important. Okay, so please see this part. So before this, I would like to tell this hyphen, the first hyphen mean to say what is the file type. It can be directory or it can be file. So now that means it is a file. Okay, if it is D there, then it is directory. So it is okay. Now this permission. So please have a look. It show read, write, and execute. So read, write, and execute. Here we have execute is a minus, mean to say hyphen. That means user has no any execute permission. User has only read and write permission. Okay, I can write here example here. So user has read and write. That means read and write. Okay, next part is r minus minus. That means again hyphen hyphen. So this is for the group user. I told you, right? So this is the second user. So second user has only read. Okay, mean to say group member only can read. But that means no. Okay, now last user others can also the same. So please see, by default you can find such type of a permission, that means user has a more privileges, that means read and write, but group and others has only read permission. I hope you can get it. Okay, now the next command is also you can use status command. Please use a status command. Please see here status. So it will give you again the permissions here. Can you see right now? You can also saw the permission here. Okay, can you see it is the same like here? So you can also check the permission here, and it will also give some number here. We will discuss this number later on. This is a octal number 644. Okay, so this is the second command to check out the permission. First command is lsl, and the next command is stat. Okay, don't forget to give the file name if you want to check the permission. And one more command you can also try, namei. So namei is again the basic command which basically use the path, but right now we have uh, a file here, so I can directly use namei with L options again. Okay, and try to see. I can also print the permission for this file. So it will tell us the file name and the permission and other stuff. So guys, you have three commands in the Linux which help us to check out the permissions. So lsl, stat, and namei. Okay, but if you want to know more about these commands separately, what you will do, you have a man command, man ls, right? You see, man mean to say manual, and you can read out the document very easily, list the directory. Okay, I also use that example here, stat. It will show you about the stat command. Okay, and the last is namei, right? So namei follow a path name until a terminal point is found. Okay, so there are a couple of options you can study based on your task. So I use the L symbolic link, both it will show you the hard and short link. So last week we also know about this hard link and soft link. Okay, till now we are done with the file permission understanding and basic and how to print the permissions of any file. Okay, now let's try to print the file. What is the file? This one. Okay, and I want to use lsl, then I want to check. So can you see right now? Read write. Right now, I can change the file easily. Please see here. I want to change the file. Example, thanks. I want to add which file? This file. Can you see right now? This is my first line in the file. I want to add this new word, that is a thanks. Okay. Now look, I'm able to edit the file. I want to show it is edit or not. Yes, it is successfully edited. That means I can do. But now I want to change the permission. So we have a command chmod. This command will help us to change the permission in the Linux. So right now try to understand. So first method is the character method, which I discussed with you to change the permission here, right? Character method we can say, or maybe we can say the symbolic method, symbols you can use. So here chmod command, and then always example, please try to see this is the user. That means user can be show with this small symbol or character. You mean to say user. So user, what is the, now you can use some symbol minus or plus. Plus mean to say assign the permission, minus mean to say deassign the permission, mean to say try to take away back. So u minus, so u minus what permission we want to take back. So example here, please see here in this example. Okay, I want to take w back. Okay, so I want to take w back, mean to say I don't want to give write permission to the user only. That means user has no write permission. This is my decision right now. Look here, I want to check here the permission again. Can you see w is removed? Check. Okay, now can you edit with the echo command? Let's test it. Example, now you want to append uh, new word, suppose at end. Look here. So the system will ask you permission is denied. Why? because we have no right permission here, because I am the user. So if you want to give permission back, let's give the permission back. How we can give the permission? I told you use plus. Plus mean to say assign the permission. Okay. Now, can I edit now? Because right now I have a permission, but how I can check permission again? Cross check again. W is back. Okay. Now, please add this word at the last of the line. Let's see. Now check please. It's done. So I can able to easily edit my file in the system. Okay, so guys, this is basically the way to create a file and change the permission, read and write and somehow. So which command is helping me practically? Chmod, that is the change mode, changing the permission. That is user. Minus is take away, right? W this, right? Okay, so this is the syntax. Okay, so now what's the plan we have right now? What we can do here? So let's try to do some more example here. LSL file. Let's see, we have right now this. You can also try this chmod, and then after what we can do here, example. So user, from user you want to take which permission back? Suppose W mean to say user has no right permission. Okay. Now next, you can also put a comma here. G mean to say group. For group mean to say here, this part. So group has already read permission. So now what you want to do, suppose you want to give example execute permission. Okay. And now about this last, that means others. So others mean to say O. Okay. So please remember UGO. U mean to say user, G group, O others. Three users in the beginning we discuss. So now O mean to say others. For others, you want to take read permission back. Which file? This file. So please note down, that means user has no write permission, group has execute permission, but other has no read permission. Okay, and try to execute and check the result. Please see, user has read permission but no read write permission. Same way you can say group has not execute permission, right? Can you see right now here? Okay. No, user has, we have given execute permission. We have given it. Okay. So now others has no permission. That means it was previously R, but we take away back. So you can change the permission at a time with different user in a single command. Okay. With the help of comma operator. Can you see? This is a comma. This is a separator actually. So you can try with the separator as well. Now try to create a one more file example, touch command and example test.txt. So touch command create a blank file. Okay, we discussed in previously in labs. Please go and please try to do that. Touch command will create a blank file. Now see here the permission for, right? Okay, now there is another method you can also try with the assignment operator. Okay, so assignment operator you can try directly. Example here, chmod, and then after what is the plan? Plan is to give the permission example user. Okay, now you can give more permission. Example, user has already three permission: read, write, and nothing. Okay, so what you can do, read, write, and execute. So you can give n permission together. Okay, example, this is a user, and then what you can do, suppose group. So group you want to give example read and write, two permission. Other people we want to give the again permission, example read, write, execute. But see here we have to give the file, right? So because can you see it is, otherwise it will take you, please go to the help, see the syntax. So we missed it, so we have to do that. Now we can print very easily the permission, change permission, right? Okay, can you see right now? This was the command we passed. Can you see right now? So please see, user has every permission, group has only read and write, but other has again every permission. In this example, user and group has a fully privileges, right? But group has only restricted. Group cannot be uh, executed. Okay, in a group there can be more users. Okay, so this is the way you can understand the different way to assigning more than one permissions you can assign very easily. And then after, you can also try to use chmod. Example, you can also do only for the one guy. Example, one guy mean to say one user. Example here, what you can see, you again here, example here, ugo. Let's say one guy or two guy or three guy. Right now I'm taking three persons together. So 3% together, that means you are going to assign example execute permission. Okay, which file test it is executed. Please see here. So please try to see, this will actually overwrite. Okay, that is the very easily try to understand. This is the overwrite. So overwrite with which permission? X permission. Okay, so previously, can you see how many permissions we overwrite it? Okay, this is overwritten actually. So similarly, you want to do more. Example, for leave the O and UG. Example W. Okay, C. So UG permission will be overwritten with W. Okay, can you see right now? W, but others has the same, which is the left out. Okay, so that is called the overwritten of the permissions with the help of this option. Okay, togetherly. Okay, so previously, if you see, the difference was here, right side, there are n number of a permission. Okay, but here left side n number of a users. So guys, this is called the very important which method. This method is called the character method, or you can also say the symbolic symbols method, and you can give any name as you want. Okay, so this is basically the Linux permissions with the help of character method. I hope it is clear to you. Now, second method is the octal method. Octal, or sometimes we say the number method. Okay, and here what we have, this is octal number. So let's try to see. So again, we should understand read. We have a three permission. Read always show with the 4. This is a number, right? And write always will have the value 2, and execute should be 1. So please see here 421. That means you should remember this number. Okay, this is a number and I will use it. So now, so example here, if you want to give all permission, so what we do, 4 plus 2 plus 1 equal 7. That means, example, if you want to give all permission, you have to add this one. So what is the answer? 7. So 7, if you want to give, then what you will do, this 7 for the first user. Okay, now you can also go with the another user, 4 plus, let's see, 2. Okay, that is 6. So what does it mean? This is for the second user, this is for the user, and what is the second user? Group. For group mean to say read and write. Okay, and similarly, example, you want to give the, let's suppose 2 plus 1, it is 3. Okay, so this is the first user, this is the second user, and this is the third user. 2 plus 1, that means 3. So other people can have write and execute. I hope you get it. So we will use this number in the practice. Okay, so let's see, let's try to create a file. Example, I want to create a file, example a.txt. Okay, we have a file. I want to show you right now how many files we created. 3 files. Okay, so right now we have a.txt. So let's try to check the permission first. Please see here, right? So what we can do, I will use which method? number method. So here the u1 mean to say user first. This is u2, u3 is true. So now what is the u1 mean? Please have a look here. This is the user one, which permission read and write. Okay, and what is read and write? That means what was the number? Read was 4 and write was 2. Okay, and execute was 1. So what we can do here, example, you want to give the fully permission, so you can write here for this user example 7. Okay, now let's go to the user 2. Okay, what is the user 2? This one. So user 2 has read permission. That means please see the read permission mean to say 4. So now you want to give again the full permission to them. Okay, now what about the third user, that is others, the same. Let's try to give the one more 7. That means fully privileged, right? That means fully permitted. So what we can do here, try to do now, please see, it will give the reply everybody has a full permission. Read, write, execute for user, read, write, execute for group, read, write, execute for others. Okay, so now please try to see what will happen if I will use suppose 111. What is the meaning of triple one? So I told you, so 4 2 1, 4 for the read, 2 for the write, and 1 for execute. So 111, that means I am giving 1 2 3 type of a users. That means everybody has a execute permission. Check out please. Okay, now let's try to use one more example. So everybody will have the read permission because 4 was read. Can you see? Now let's try to use one more number to understand. Triple two, that means everybody has write permission. So please see. Okay, now one more. If you don't want to give anybody to anybody, so let's see, triple zero, that means blank, no permission. So please understand the octal number system with the help of a chmod command. You can do very easily. Okay, so let's try to take a little bit more practice with this octal number here. So example, let's see what is the meaning of this. I want to write here, suppose. So suppose you want to write here 473. Then what we can write here, which file a.text to enter and see here. So what is the meaning of the 4? Again, that means try to understand 4 mean to say which permission? That means to the read permission to the user. Please see, user has only read permission, right? And what is the 7? That means all permission to the group users. Okay, and what is the 3? Okay, so please see here 4 and 7. How we can create a 7? If you remember, 4 plus 2 plus 1, that was a 7. So that means here this 4 for R, this 2 for this W, right? And 1 for X. Okay, in the last you can see this is for the users, this is the groups. What about the others? W and X. And here what is the W? 2 plus 1. Okay, so please try to understand the meaning of this 473. We can describe like this. Okay, so this is the way. Okay, one more. So here you can also try to do example 644. What does it mean? So look here, 644 mean to say here 4 2. This is a addition of two number 4 and 2 looks. Okay, 4 and 2 mean to say read and write permission. You can also check here. So user has read and write permission, but this 4 mean to say read permission. So sometime you can find this is the by default permissions for any creating the files. Okay, but it depends upon the umask number, and we can also set it based on our practicing. So we will see later on some more practice. So guys, basically this is the our lab for understanding the Linux permissions, and let's try to brief it. So today what we learned about the Linux permissions: read, write, execute, and then we discuss about the user. How many users were there? User, group, and others. Okay, and we also know about the permissions, how we can see the permissions: ls, l, name I, and then after what we use, stat. Okay, these three commands we used. Okay, and then after we discuss about the which command, chmod command, and it can be used in two manners. Example, character plus octal. So octal or maybe numbers, you can say anything. Okay, and character like a symbols. So guys, this is the basically the for today practice. I hope you can do the practicing like this, and please try to do the practice. If you have any question or query, you can ask in the comment sections and we will see. And please try to do the more practice on the Linux system. Please have a look on the my previous videos in the lab. I hope it will help you, and see you in my next lab with some new topic. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Bye bye.